Hello, it is your sleepless god back with what if Midoriya dad was a demon? Almost messed that up. Uh, Part like 5? Part 5, I think. But I just want to mention things before I start the video. Number one, I have an idea of, because I just finished JoJo Part 6. I don't, okay, I gotta admit this. I don't like to read a lot of things, but like I kind of want to read, JoJo manga because part 7 hasn't been animated, and part 8, and I think there's all the way up to part 9 now, but I don't think there's only a couple of chapters. But if you want me to make a JoJo what if, not like stands particularly, or even just the abilities with JoJo in the different anime, comment down below that. I was thinking about Naruto mostly, or even Bleach. Bleach has a pretty good power set with that, but that's just the things I want to talk about before we go into the recap. But here's the recap. So we kind of entered into My Hero Academia, the school itself. Talking with all the classes, Bakugo coming in with Kirishima. Them getting ready. Them getting ready. Uh, you know, you know, like Midoriya seeing Momo. Waving at her as a little jealousy coming from a floating girl. What is her name? Gosh dang it. Uraka. It's like just a little bit of jealousy, but the teacher, Azawa, that kind of made Midoriya go fucking crazy because he never had like an All Might, thing, but he had an eraser head thing, even though they're not supposed to know about him. That's why he likes those heroes in the shadows. He doesn't like those heroes who can, do amazing things in the daylight. He likes those heroes who are doing amazing things and no one knows about them. It's brilliant. But they got ready for to do the practice test. Uh, you know, Went on the boys' side first. We explained that Midoriya is jacked and has actually a massive tattoo on his back of 7 pillars, and one of them, the middle one in particular, having a dragon symbol in the center of it. And then we went to the girls' side. The girls were talking about how there was some tension as when they go on, they see fucking Midoriya being jacked as shit. They were like, "Hey, bro, if you don't hit that, bro, if you don't take that, I will." But that's where we left off last time. Let's start the video now. Bakugo doesn't get angry he doesn't get mad because he knows people are better. In the back of his mind, he knows people are better. He doesn't show it because he believes he's the best. You have to believe you're the best if you're going into this business. But in the back of his mind, he knows Midoriya can beat his ass if Midoriya tries. So we don't instantly go into the ball throw. Bakugo doesn't instantly go to the ball throw. They actually go to the races. And we'll just mark it down as we go. Ball throw is actually going to be last. And Midoriya does semi-decent in all the competitions. Like he doesn't do amazing. He's not as strong as other people, but he's a good athlete. He's not as fast as his friend Ida, but he is not as slow as other people are. He's pretty good mid-tier. And every single one of his tasks, he does he's done more better than others, but not the best. He's always top 3 all the time. He's always top 3, top 2 sometimes. And then we finally go to the ball throw. Everyone goes. Some of them getting at pretty good distance. Actually, Bakugo getting first place, except when Ochako goes when she gets infinity. And Midoriya is like thinking to himself, like, how can I max out this ball throw? How can I hit? And he thinks about it. He smiles a little bit, and he pulls out his 6 shooter, kind of spins it, and says, "So, how much time do I have to get myself prepared for the ball throw?" And Eraser says, "As amount of time as you need to, get ready. You know, so infinite. Like if needed, like I can get like an hour, right? Shouldn't be taking an hour to get ready. Well, I just want to know." As he cocks the 6 shooter and he just starts rattling off bullets as it just gets as he unloads them and keeps on. He just keeps on firing them, getting them stronger and stronger and stronger as he keeps on firing and firing and firing and firing and firing as the explosions are getting bigger and more destructive as they go. As he has to basically point them up in the fucking air and just rattle off the shots, unload the rounds real quick, reload them until he finally gets a bullet that's at 1,000. He puts that bullet into the chamber, cocks it, and just says, "Let's just check something." As he chucks the ball up in the air, puts the gun to the bullet, and just boom, as a massive fireball hits out. As you just the flashback just launches some of them as some of them holding on to the ground as Midoriya's shot is just raining far as it's carrying the ball as it's just launching up in the air as he unloads the bullet and he just says, "How far was that?" As he says, can't even read it. It's so far that it broke the reading sensor. It just he doesn't know where it's at. And he just writes down infinity on it. It goes into space basically. It launched so hard that it just broke Earth's atmosphere and it went that far up as he says, "Dang, that was good." As the rest of the day was pretty much normal as Araka and Ida and Midori are walking back home as Ida's like punch him on the arm saying, "Hey, that was impressive, bro. Like I was like I didn't know you could do that kind of stuff. Like, is that pistol can go?" And he says, "I didn't know. I think it has a limit. I don't know." As he's not trying to be cocky about it, As you know, he said, "Oh, this is my area. I gotta go." As Ida goes, as you know, Araka like leans up onto Midoriya's side as Midoriya says, "You're going the wrong way, right? You have to go left." As Araka says, "Yeah, I know, but I can stay with you for a little bit longer. My house is not far away from yours." Says, but okay, I guess. As you know, they finally make it to Midoriya's house. As Midoriya says, I wanted to walk you home. As I'm part of the Hero Corps, right? As Midoriya sighs, says, "Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll see you at school." As Midoriya kind of gives her a hug, goes into his house, and it's not even a house. It's not even close. It's a rundown place. You can see that like most of it's falling apart at the best. As she kind of sighs and says, "Oh, I wish you would just stay with me." As she starts walking, as you see Midoriya, you see rats all over the place. As he opens the door into a bedroom. The walls are fucking yellow, like terribly yellow. As he opens up the window, as he grabs one of his cigarettes and just as he smiles, smokes. It was a good day. as he looks up to the moon. It was a good day. As tomorrow comes around, as he's ready for anything that's going to go on. He's prepared. He's not prepared though for All Might to blast into the building. As like he said, like I said, he's not a fangirl about All Might, but it's All Might, for God's sakes. It's it's the number one hero. He still thinks, damn, that's impressive. As everyone kind of fangirls over him, but he does as well a little bit, but not as much. He kind of just stays back. But they start the villain against hero, as they start drawing things, as they get their new costumes. Now Midoriya, because he never met All Might, does not goes off his costume like All Might, like a smile and those ears. He actually goes off his costume of more in the sense of the word of a demon, but like casual. So he plus he has a healing factor. It doesn't matter. He has sunglasses on. A Carhartt jacket. I'm joking, not a Carhartt jacket. I shouldn't say Carhartt jacket, but like the jacket that he's wearing in the picture, I should state. As he kind of, the reason why he puts his sunglasses on is for the fireball that from his pistol. That shit is bright, no matter what you're doing. But he's wearing casual clothes, really. He doesn't want to show that he's a hero. He doesn't have any hero tools anyway. The only thing that really adds up to his hero look is that he has two holsters, both for his pistol, and he has a massive sling type of thing for his sword that he puts on his back. It's supposed to make it easier for him to lock up his blade, so it doesn't swing around a lot. But Midoriya's costume is just casual clothing. He's not trying to be anyone. He knows what he is. He's a guy that's homeless. A man who doesn't need anything to survive. He's just what it is. But they started drawing things as Midoriya's looking at Araka's costume maybe cover up a little bit. God damn. It's showing a little bit too much, and it's a little too tight. As it goes, Baku, Katsuki, and Ida, and that's when Midoriya pays attention. He's like, "Shit, what? Peak game?" And then it goes, "Okay, those are the villains." And then it goes, "Okay, it's Midoriya and Uraraka." As Uraraka says, "Hey, yeah, we're teaming. That's awesome." As he looks over at Ida and says, he whispers, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." As Ida says, "No, you're fine. You're fine. I understand. I have to do this. I have to do this for the team. For the team." As they do their assignment, as they start going, and Momo does that same thing. She starts telling why every person's doing everything wrong, which they can be doing right, better than All Might can be doing. But it's now time for Midoriya and Uraraka to go. As Uraraka says, "So, what should we do here?" It says, let's think about this for a couple of seconds. Number one, they're going to expect us to come through the front door. They're maybe not expecting us to always come through the front door, though. As he cocks the hammer of his 6-shooter, he says, "Especially if I blow holes in the wall." As he fires 3 shots, both aiming at the walls, as they blow holes into all 3 of them. As he says, this might cause a distraction and make things a little bit harder for him. As he grabs Uraraka, marriage style, and fucking grabs her and launches her up to the second story. The reason why the second story is for a very good reason. If it's the very top, easily can run up there and grab it. If the very bottom, can easily run up, go down. It's just one story. You know, if it's the bottom, they have to run down 2 stories. If it's the top, they have to run down all the way up to 2 stories. This is even footing down the way. Plus, it's the best. It's his best spot. Feels like it. As they start walking, as Midoriya puts away both of his guns for a very good reason. These things could kill incredibly easily. This is not like a. These are not fake bullets. These are not like, and you can't change these out these rounds or something like that. Midoriya doesn't use these bullets on normal people at all, unless they are very much guarded by a good defense. Because if they are not, they're gonna fucking go through someone. So he's very cautious. But he doesn't hear explosions, and that's why he's surprised. But he puts his ear up to the wall as he hears voices. Bakugo. He's walking, but he's trying to walk secretly as he's talking to Ida. I don't see him on the second floor. Should I go to the first or keep on going? As he actually strategizing with Ida, as Midoriya is right now holding on to the ceiling with his hands, just crawling. With Uraraka's ability, making them float, making it a lot easier. Yeah, it makes sense. We should probably stay up there. Third floor it is. As he grabs this, as he quietly lands back down, putting up a gun as he hears the steps of going back upstairs. As when he hears the final step, he goes, boom, 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 3 shots, all in 3 different locations, hitting the like the bottom of it, making 3 massive holes for them to get in through. But they're not doing that, as he unloads the bullets and reloads it quickly as possible, as he cocks it back in, loads it, as he grabs Uraraka. Uraraka says, "What are we doing?" And he jumps, landing out this outside, grabbing the fucking cement, breaking it to make almost like a handhold for him, pushing himself up to the very top, to where he made that first hole. As he looks inside, sees no one, as he hears boom, boom, boom. He says, "I know where you're fucking at, nerd. Come out." As he's like, damn, that man's serious. As he looks for his gun, making sure there's a bullet in the chamber. Well, okay. You rush, find the bomb, destroy Ida. I'll deal with the TNT over here. As Rock says, "Wouldn't that be dangerous? Like, what? Can you be hurt?" He says, "I don't think that would be the problem here. I think the problem would be me hanging out this man out the window." As Uraraka says, "Okay." As Uraraka blasts off, as he hears boom, as he opens the door and sees Bakugo destroying one of the walls, just crushing it. As he says, "That's actually a good plan." As he grabs a cigarette, lights it, destroying the walls. This entire place crumbled, though. There, luckily enough, you didn't destroy the fucking pillars. As Bakugo looks at him and just says, "At least I found you, didn't I?" "Found me? You didn't find shit. I came out here. You were terrible at hide and seek, weren't you, at a kid?" As he starts keep on smoking his cigarette, just now. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. He says, "What's the hard way?" And he says, "Hard what it is, then." As he gives a puff out of his cigarette, as instantly he launches forward, as Bakugo tries to blow him up, as he Midoriya grabs his wrist, putting his hand up to the ceiling, as he kicks Bakugo in the back, like the side of the neck, just as he hears a crack as he smashes Bakugo to the side of one of the breaking walls that he did, as he smashed him through the wall. As he says, "I told you, Bakugo. You really should have chosen that easy way." Bakugo says, "You didn't give me the option, you idiot." He says, "Exactly. There wasn't an option. It was a joke." As Bakugo blasts himself up to stand back up, as he puts his hand on, trying to put his hand on Midoriya's fucking face, trying to blow his face off, as he ducks, moving through that, as Bakugo puts his hand out, trying to blow her up, as he backs up, like skating, as he... Damn, you're trying to actually kill my ass. What if I, like, have a little fun with you? As he grabs his normal gun, the Desert Eagle, as he grabs it, 3 shots, bang, 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 as he lights it up, as he cuts Bakugo into the cheek. He cuts a little bit of Bakugo's shoulder. It cuts a little bit of the leg. And Bakugo's like, you missed. He says, "I wasn't trying to kill you, you idiot. I could have shot you in the head, but I didn't." As Bakugo blasts forward, so let's try this out. As he flips his gun, grabs Bakugo by the neck, like a cat, pulls his flesh and flips him, slamming him to the wall, and then flipping the gun around to the buttstock as he smacks him in the head, knocking him out. Damn. I thought your fucking thick-ass skull would, survive that shit. As he hears, "Hero has touched the bomb. Heroes has won." As he looks up, as he sees one of the explosions cause one of the pillars to move a little bit, as you see like a mass, also like that to crumble a little bit. So you see a massive fall, as you see Araka like the bomb in her hands, as she says, "Damn, hot stuff, get down here." We've won, but also I don't think I deserve that victory. I think Araka does. Araka get that victory, as everyone like cheers, but All Might says, "So what you could have done better?" As Mina says, "Not let Bakugo try to hit him." As Momo looks at him, just, I think what my friend was trying to say is that in a real situation like that, Midori should act more seriously, as he just made him kind of goof off, like, as Midori takes out the cigarette and puts it out. He wasn't taking Bakugo serious at all. He could have killed him actually multiple times. Those 3 shots show that. One in the shoulder, close to the heart. One in the leg, close to an artery that if he shot, he could have bled out incredibly easily. And then one to the cheek, obviously, that could be hit to the head. In our line of business, killing is not we shouldn't do it, but it happens. As All Might says, "Perfect. But now I have to get going because teacher work," as he launches off, as you see a smoke cloud coming behind him. Midoriya sees that and just says, "Interesting." As he puts the gun back in, as he grabs Araka from the bomb and says, "You did good." As Araka says, "Yeah, and you did good too. Yeah, I saw you." Yeah, as Bakugo wakes up finally, he says, like a massive headache, "Ugh, what the?" As he's like, I'm gonna hit him one more time just for the silence. As Araka says, "No, you can't do that." As this is where we're gonna end off the video. As I hope you guys like it. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.